Sorry. I can do it in that way.
Where'd you get? It's like Tangwena Umusha one day. Then
Do I sound like I'm from Kumusha? Nah.
You grew up listening to the radio.
Your face kind of shows as well.
Oh. This card is two weeks old. That doesn't make sense.
There's a lot of us are unqualified to do this, and this is the Unqualified Perfect Touch. And we have a combination of 4 genuinely uncouth, uncanny, and unpredictable characters over here.
Apparently we can swear in Shona.
No, we can't, man. There's already going to be regulations because you already know the government even said YouTube, part of their my license.
Bro, the day says we need a license to do a YouTube channel, bro. As the day I get it.
We can't even make it through an intro, bro.
We can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm going to try this one more time, and I'll try and change the tone of my voice. In a world where you have ambitious Africans who love football and who love to talk about everything and absolutely nothing, you have 4 unqualified gentlemen who have gathered here to discuss nothing and yet everything. We've got the man like Hove.
No, it's yours truly unruly now.
Yours truly unruly now. We got Bliss over here. We got the main man, Carlton Banks. And then you're actually messing up the because I'm gonna there's gonna be a whole cool background music and stuff. But
I thought I was trying.
Vision.
That's what I was trying.
Anyway, this is the very first episode of The Perfect Touch, sponsored by Unqualified.
Really, but okay.
Right now, what's really been killing us and really been dominating the topics of discussion around social media has really been the transfers and the aspect of greed. Now, the question is Liverpool being greedy right now? Take on it. Do you feel like Liverpool is doing too much with the transfers? Do you feel like where this is leading to, because a lot of people are saying that Liverpool is bound to sign Isaac. Do you think that this is too much considering that we've signed the likes of Etikit?
Try it again.
Yeah.
Don't bite your.
Ekitike.
Etikite.
You know, Ekitike is the exact same dude.
I knew the story on yeah, backwards is Ekitike. Yeah. Next.
Liverpool's doing in the transfer window. I'm forgetting who I was talking to about this, but Spurs were in a similar situation where they're doing good, for like a certain number of years. Like they fought for the league 2 years in a row. They got into a Champions League final. Like they're doing good. As a Premier League team, right? Your duty is to say, we need to make sure that we are closing the gap and building the gap between everyone else, right? So with what Liverpool have done this season, for me, I would have equated it to Spurs winning the Champions League that season. Say like, we came on a good run, like maybe we didn't do so well in the other competitions, but here we scored one and everything like that. So now is the time to like really support, this team to ensure that if we don't do what we did this season, at least we can maintain, like the level of standards. Because if they did do that, potentially like they don't win the league this season. But with what they've done, they can win the Champions League. They can win the FA Cup. They can win this. They can win that. Like Spurs failed to do that season. Like after they had, like as I said, 2 seasons in a row trying to fight for the title. You get to a Champions League final and then you don't back your manager. Like what Liverpool are doing, like it's not being greedy. It's legit what you should do if you're a team. No, they did. But it's what you do as a team that wants to maintain where they are. Like if you want to say, Kuti, I want to be Premier League champions again, this is what you do. And as a team that didn't like Chiesa for 14 million euros last season,
Yeah, but you know what?
They had money from last season, so
We'll
And
give
for
you that.
winning the actual
Yeah,
league
but
itself, 180.
in all fairness, it is a weird comparison that you've given. But I do get where you're coming from. But a lot of the complaints that people are having is, where was the money all along? Why wasn't Klopp backed up? And is this not overkill? Because you've just signed a Kitike, you've just signed Wirtz, you still have Gakpo. This is a team that literally won Premier League. You don't necessarily see teams that win their domestic league then just go and break bank immediately after. Usually they just
They
get a
reserve
few.
because they need
Yeah.
pieces. Yeah,
This
you're right.
this kind of looks like a complete overhaul. You wouldn't think that this team actually won the league this past season, but
I think that's the case because this team had no right to win the league.
Honestly.
The moment that the league started, you could already tell how many holes there were in the squad that needed to be fixed, but that we just didn't. So I think this money was there all along, but our management was very selective with who they bought. Like we wanted to splash the cash on Caicedo, but then that's 100M right there that Klopp would have had.
Yes, sir.
But then
He was never given. The
But
funds.
then after that, Chelsea hijacked the deal. Same thing with Zubamendi. I feel like the money was always there, but we're just cautious on how to spend it. And now that Michael Edwards is back, and then Slot proved that he does
worthy, yeah.
deserve the backing. I don't think it's gonna be as smooth as most people would think it is. I think that him walking into that Liverpool team that was already gelled and everything, all he did was fine tuning,
Yes,
and
that's-
then it
those are
went through.
facts. I
I
agree
think
with that.
now that it'll be a bit different now.
but you have to
that
admit this is more
there's
than just
many
fine
different names.
tuning. What we're seeing.
Guys
no,
getting-
but like one could like legit argue, like that season where Klopp got like, for example, Van Dijk, then he got Alisson, then he got like I
That
think
was
that's-
Klopp's spending era.
That's
it
what
did happen.
it is. That's what it is.
But the
for
market has
Slot.
just changed.
Exactly.
Like
That's what
back
it is
then,
for
you'd get
Slot.
Salah for 30M, but then now you'd get him for like 70.
And even
like
if we look at
Mbeumo.
like your top
120.
signings, bro, like
No, I'm talking about
your
the
top signings.
the Salah then.
Yeah, no, facts.
Your top
Yeah.
signings were like Van Dijk and Alisson
Yeah.
in that season.
Even
those
before
are
that.
like, and even before that, you guys hadn't spent money like that.
We signed
So now-
Oxlade
now it's-
Chamberlain, Mo Salah, Naby Keita. We
Do you get what
broke
I'm saying?
our own transfer record three
times in one season.
year. Yeah,
You
that
know.
was before Alisson.
So I
and
think
Van
that's
Dijk.
what's happening for Slot now, in the sense that at least like when Klopp got the team, he needed like lots of different players in lots of different positions.
He rebuilt that team.
But
He
when
rebuilt
Slot got this team, it's like,
it's already built.
I've got number 1 or number 2 or number 3, depending on what type of football fan you are. Goalkeeper in my gates. I've got number 1 or number 2. That's where it stops. Centre backs in my team.
The
Same
difference
thing
now
with the
is
right back.
the forwards.
Same thing, like even like with the forwards, bro. Like, not to say that Salah wasn't where he was when Slot.
No, I'm
got
saying
him,
now
but
that's
like,
what it's
now
like,
it's with the
but
forwards. He had to rebuild the back.
with
Now it's
Isaac
with the
and
forwards.
Wirtz, where the
But
marquee
they're more the
signings
trash right now.
aren't at the
Exact-
back.
ah.
but
Besides Salah,
the
besides
trash.
Salah, I did
Oh,
trash.
wait a minute, trash, right? What?
Trash.
You know
I'm saying
what?
your forward line is
You
trash
know
besides
what?
Salah.
Yeah,
That's
that's not. Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I said besides Salah.
The one that won the league.
Yes,
The one that
last
won the
season.
league. So wait,
Yeah.
Diaz was trash.
Dude,
Gakpo was trash.
Okay.
In
So,
terms
so,
of the
so when I
league.
when I say
Was
trash,
trash.
I mean the standard that's meant to be maintained when you're trying to win a league.
We
Salah
we were
won
trash.
the
Goals
league.
that they had.
We were trash.
Won the league, bro.
We were trash.
Well, it's more than just Salah.
Salah had 46% of
I'd
our
say
goals.
Salah, Bar, Gakpo. The
Yeah.
rest, yeah.
Diaz
The
had
rest
30
were-
goals.
Nunes, Diaz, and Jota. There was a stage when they
R.I.P.
played 41 games and scored 3 goals.
Yeah.
Though, like, Gakpo was in and out of the team. And
Yeah,
was
he wasn't
injured.
consistent with
And
the
when
team.
he started to play, like, he'd score consistently. But the rest, underwhelming.
It's kind of funny. So what you're saying is that in Slot's first season, he had a team that was worth or capable of winning a league, but there was no pressure to win the league. But right now he has vis-a-vis of that. So now like all the pressure is going to be on him on the second season, and he's really revamped the entire
To
team.
be quite honest,
Yes.
there's more pressure on him this season than
Than
there
there was
was
in
in
his
the
first
first
season,
season.
Yeah.
Because he had, I don't, I,
Like
people,
if he had a good run,
people expected this on to not perform any good.
Onzo saying
people-
sides by December.
I'll even itemize,
people
bro.
thought
I thought
Slot was the ones that finished in the
Slots
top
with
four.
Liverpool
He
was
was
going
gonna
to finish under Man United. He's got the chance. I
what I'm
legit
saying.
said it.
That's what I'm
Say,
saying.
Kuti,
So
it's a bit of a transition.
he-
It's a bit of too much of a transitional period.
Because he's a
right,
champion
to
now,
be, but that's because we didn't know a lot of Slots. Like with what Slot has had,
squat about
We
Slot. I was
didn't
about to
and
say
what
about
Slot said,
Scheiße, but
right? Especially when he said it like in his first conference, press conferences and stuff like that. He says, Kuti, Liverpool used to play rock, now we're playing classic rock. He's not changing the genre. He's like putting it as a
altering it, yeah.
sub.
Altering
That's
it.
what scares
Genre.
me the most. That's what I mentioned earlier about the fine tuning. That was a huge part of his success. Is that it was the same vehicle, he just changed the gear.
Yeah.
Now it's a different car.
Ungweso,
How will he be
oil.
able to handle that? I think it's gonna be more challenging with the money, with the expectations.
Yes, the pressure is
and
gonna be
with-
high, bro.
Yeah,
High
I don't think it's
pressure.
gonna be. Plus, other teams improving. Arsenal with Gyökeres,